terms of its reading expectations. I would imagine by the time that we start next year, they won't even have this conversation about dyslexia anymore. It will simply be the reading initiative from the state of Kansas, really focusing on ensuring that all of our readers are getting the skills that they need.
There seem to be conflicting stories of which children are affected by the disorder. A 2006 study of the Mayo Clinic showed that boys are 2 to 3 times more likely to have dyslexia than girls. But previous studies have shown no significant difference in gender likelihood to have dyslexia. It seems like everyone complains about the weather, but nobody does anything about it. That, according to Mark Twain. But you can do some things to prepare for the severe weather season that is sneaking up on us. Last year, there were 85 tornadoes in the state with no deaths, which can be attributed in part to early warnings, storm spotters, and early preparedness. Severe Weather Awareness Week will be March 2nd through the 6th this year. Governor Kelly will sign a proclamation on Friday if the weather cooperates. Last year, that signing was postponed due to severe weather in the area. Ironic. The National Weather Service will be holding a series of storm safety and storm spotter classes. They will focus on storm safety, preparedness and awareness, and identification of storm features. The first one in our area is this week in Lawrence on Wednesday at Douglas County Fairgrounds. Franklin County will hold theirs the following Wednesday, March 4th, at the Ottawa Memorial Auditorium at 7 in the evening. Each session is about 90 minutes long. The exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast for tonight will have rain and snow likely before 9 p.m., then a chance of snow until 1 a.m. It'll be overcast, the low down to 28. Tomorrow we'll start off with overcast skies, then becoming sunny with a high near 40. Tomorrow night, clear skies, the low down to 23. And that brings you up to date. And get ready, it's Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show coming up next. I'm Don Elliott, KOFO News.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this edition of Hoop Talk, live from the KOFO studios at Pizza Time in downtown Ottawa. Hoop Talk is our weekly chat with Ottawa University head basketball coaches Aaron Siebenthal and Bruce Tate. And it's brought to you by Pizza Time, Ottawa University, and State Farm agent Keith King. You're invited to join us during the show for food and drink specials and your chance to win a free large pizza from Pizza Time. Now let's join your host for KOFO's Hoop Talk, Bob Johnson.
Welcome into the Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show. Good evening, everybody, as we are on a special night this week, Tuesday night, because the first round of the KCAC tournament is on Thursday, and of course we wouldn't be on the air unless we were going to talk some Braves basketball. And we have 3 gentlemen with us, and I do use the term gentleman very seriously, as Ryan Haskins, Daryl Bowie, and Jaquan Daniels, right? That's what I thought. I started second-guessing myself as I started saying this, and it makes radio gold. So,
it's an honor to be here again, filling in for Coach Sieb.
There was about as much enthusiasm as what Coach Sieb would have right there, Ryan. I appreciate you keeping it on the status quo.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad to be here.
How about you, Daryl? Yeah, thank you for coming.
Glad to be here. Thank you. Just thankful.
Just thankful. Well, that's all right. I like that. So you two get the hat trick. You 3 times, 3 appearances this year.
Yes, sir.
So maybe this one will make this one the best one out of all the 3. Last week it went off the rails pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be serious. Who are we kidding? We're not going to be serious. So you guys wrapped it up last Saturday with the win over McPherson, outright conference champions. And we'll start with you, Daryl. It was close for a good bit, but you guys were able to kind of pull away and get the victory against a team that gave you a lot of trouble at home and gave you a lot of trouble on the road.
Yes, sir. Well, you're not going to get no easy game in the KCAC on the road, no matter what the standing is. It doesn't really matter, but great teams pull out wins.
And I think we're looking at a great team right now with the amount of wins, the outright conference champions. And Jaquan, what was the difference in the game on Saturday with McPherson?
They were just, running the floor. They were just making a lot of shots that they usually don't make.
They were just out there just playing really hard and just trying to win and compete.
And Ryan, for yourself, was there a lot of pressure going into the game, knowing that a win, you win it outright, or if a loss, you end up with a tiebreaker possibly being in play?
I don't think there was any pressure. I knew we had a share going into the game, so we just kind of went out there and we Is that better?
That's better. There we go.
We owed them a game since they got us at home, so we had to come out and deliver them a loss at their place.
Daryl, you ended up with 26 in the ball game, an assist, and on the night, all that in 27 minutes of play. So, what was your mindset going out there in that game against McPherson?
Yes, our offense was a little stagnant in the beginning just because of the way McPherson was playing D on our offense. So I knew at some point in time I was going to have to drive and either kick or drive and just make the best play for my team. And it was just my night that night.
And of course, McPherson, we talked a little bit about that last week. That gym is just an awkward place to play.
Yeah. It's St. Mary's worse, and then McPherson next.
And then Bethel.
And then Bethel, definitely.
Yeah, there are some awkward barns in the KCAC. There's no doubt about it.
Bethany's terrible too.
You are just burning all bridges. It could be your last appearance on the program.
Ryan probably naming all the gyms he couldn't make a shot in.
going out, all guns a blazing here. That's anywhere else that's awful that you want to add to the list.
Oh, York, good God Almighty, York. Yep.
Absolutely no service in York either. When we stayed the night there was no service at all.
York was rough. I did like that pool though at the hotel.
Yeah, and they had a jacuzzi.
The jacuzzi
Good
was nice too.
Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi was good. the area and the rim we shot on in the first half was just awful.
Yeah. But no cell phone service though.
No cell phone service. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I'm so mad about that whole situation and ordeal at their gym that we gonna really give it to them on Thursday.
Jaquan, are you just as angry about that too? You gonna pile on?
Yeah, I don't like their gyms.
Do you agree with their other assessments of the gyms in the conference?
I like Kansas the Western gym though.
Yeah, it is a nice gym.
I've had a good game, Quan.
Not quite. I just like I just like the rims.
Yeah. What's it about the rims?
It's soft. Like when you dunk on it, it's not too hard like most of the school rims.
Mm-hmm.
And York, they hired those referees like the day before the game. This referee was pretty bad too.
Kansas Wesleyan is the only place where I ever called a game where there was a Will.i.am knockoff run onto the court and slap high five to a Kansas Wesleyan player after a dunk.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't even sure what I was watching. I thought it was in another dimension, but it was it was pretty impressive. One with the glasses were fantastic, I have to admit. But and then I was thinking I was at an N1 mixtape tour, so the way he was running out, and so I don't know. But again, I stand by the Chicago Bulls introduction's got to go. It's got to go, man. That's get the music playing and spotlights all over the place.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's
win with it though.
Man, you're still hot about that whole ring.
I'm mad about a lot of stuff that happened this season, but I'm past it. The referees, these rims. I'm past it all.
This may be the most therapeutic edition of the Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show.
I needed
You needed this. I'm happy to have you here for that. Jaquan, you had a great game too on Saturday. 14 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of blocks, a couple of steals.
Yeah.
And oh man.
Bad ball, bad refs. Two of my fouls was not fouls. That was not foul.
So walk me through this. You get whistled for a foul that you didn't commit.
Right.
So I mean, what happened? Was there supposed to be?
So this what happened. One of their teammates shot the ball right, And then back in my JUCO, how my coach told us to box out, you supposed to hit him with your forearm and then turn around and box him out. So that's what I did. And I got called for a foul for that. And I was like, wow, that's a foul. And it really wasn't a foul. And then right after that foul, Maggot, whatever his name is, Maggot, yeah. He caught the ball on the block. He turned around, did a little hook shot. I could test foul. That was.
Let me talk about these refs real quick.
Oh no.
Can we stay on the subject?
We can stay on the subject.
All right, about these referees. It was a play happened, and I said, "Are you serious?" I looked at him just to talk to him. Nobody else heard us, and he looked at me with the straightest face and said, "You're not in the right to talk to me."
For that moment of silence right there was me cocking my head like a dog looking at somebody.
I didn't know if it was a collegiate basketball game or state penitentiary.
But sir, I didn't commit that problem, that foul. I didn't do that.
I just want to talk to you.
Can we talk? Come on, let's go sit down and have here's a cup of Gatorade. Let's talk.
I don't know how Ryan felt about the referees, but
did you get a punch in the eye during the game? I mean,
I actually was cleaning the house today. I scraped my face.
I was hoping for a good game story, getting punched in the face. You know what? I got even better.
See the other guy.
You hit yourself in the face cleaning house.
No, I do got something to say about the ref. They're really disrespecting me. They say, man, I feel like you're in your 10th year of college, and they see me all the time.
Whoa!
They feel like they've been refereeing me.
So, are you the Greg Odom of the KCAC?
Yes, or the Perry Ellis.
Well, we're going to take our first break right here. When we come back, we're going to discuss the Greg Odom Perry Ellis complex that Mr. Haskins has. We're going to talk a little bit about the KCAC tournament coming up, the baptizing of Coach Stephen Thal at the end of the game on Saturday. We're going to discuss that and more here on the Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Pizza Time at 208 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa is very proud to be a locally owned and operated part of the community. From supporting our schools and charities to backing our sports teams, Pizza Time has been serving the area in more than just pizza since 1985. Dine in, carry out, or free delivery. Remember, Pizza Time is here to continue to serve up the area's favorite pizza. Look us up and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or just call us at 242-TIME. You know what time it is? It's always Pizza Time.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. Indeed will also give you this sticky frog, which will suddenly leap and stick to the face of the perfect hire. Okay, there's no sticky frog. But skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Well, we just found out that Michael Douglas is tweeting the program right now as he hit up Brian Haskins to tell him that he's older than Perry Ellis. We're waiting for other social media feedback as the show goes on. But guys, how exciting was it for y'all to win it outright on Saturday? Ryan, we'll start with you, and then we'll work our way around.
It was very exciting. I mean, we didn't want to share the conference. People kind of take that away, and they're like, oh, you shared the conference, you didn't win it outright, so it doesn't mean as much. So winning it outright, I think it means a little more to us. And we ended up winning it by 2 games, so it really wasn't as close as we thought it would be.
Daryl, how about you?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. That's all I can say.
And Jaquan, how about you?
I'm just happy that we just sharing it with another team.
That is key, because you never want to let whatever math algorithm that is used to determine the conference championship apparently to determine that. But you guys end up with the top seed in the conference tournament. You've already got your ticket punched to the national tournament, and then the best part of all was the video that was shared of you all taking the Gatorade bucket in the locker room to Siebenthal.
I got a fun story.
I'm with bated breath.
Well, we cleaned up the locker room before we get in, thinking that we had all Steve's stuff taken care of and that he wasn't going to have anything hit when we did that. Just to think of it, we put his suit up on top so his suit didn't get anything in it, and then his phone was on the all of his stuff, his meaningful stuff, was on the table. So we got him soaked, and probably his phone got a little wet, and his keys and his wallet to go along with it.
I think that was the most excited I've ever seen Coach Siebenthal. How about you guys? Would you agree?
Not a man of much excitement. He doesn't tend to show it.
No, I was going to say.
It was cool to see, for sure.
He was dancing and jumping up and down.
He was excited. He was very excited.
Were you scared at the outflow of emotion from him?
Nah, not really. I know what to expect at this point.
You know. And Jaquan, who was the mastermind of this?
I'd say Jackson and Mason.
So those were
playing the whole thing.
So to walk me through here then, did you tell them wait to come in? Did you how did this work?
No, I was just waiting for Coach C to come in the locker room if I could just record them. And they just dumped the whole Gatorade. It was so funny.
They had a secret knock to go on the door when he was coming in. Our student assistant Alex Lawson banged on the door 3 times, I think, and then that's how we knew that Steve was going to come in next. And once he came in, it was over with. He was getting destroyed by water.
So did anyone then give him whatever the baptism for anything for baptism with that?
We just went straight ahead and just dumped the whole water on him.
He took it like a champ. He really did. Go on, stop playing.
Jaquan helping with the microphone here.
This is where the problem always come in.
Oh, so Jaquan is a problem.
That's the problem.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad that we've got that out in the open onto the airways. Is your family listening, Jaquan?
No, sir.
Okay, so.
See what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, shout out to my mama, man.
Say, hey.
Shout out to my whole family.
There you go. Now they're listening. Is that right?
Yeah,
or
yeah. I think they're listening.
Want to say hello to the entire Bowie family?
Yeah.
And Mr. Haskins family, Jaquan's family.
I say hello to everybody. Hello to the Haskins family. Hello to the Siebenthal family. Dr. Reggie's family. Kobe McClintock family. Baddish family. Jamie family.
Bruce and Coach Keller family.
it's like you guys are too young for romper room, but that's kind of what it's like. I'm just
Hey man, shout out to your family.
yeah. Well, you know what? I know my mom might be listening. She usually does, but I didn't remind her, and I didn't tell her that we moved it to tonight. So I don't know. She may not be. Hopefully. But she does listen, and so then she asks, well, it got kind of crazy, didn't it, last night, especially when the players are on? And I'm like, I refuse to answer that question on the grounds it could incriminate. So, you guys got Siebes, you got the conference championship. Now you get ready and you have a target on your back. You've got, of course, York. We've discussed. We'll talk a little bit more about that. How y'all are going to bring the pain for the poor cell reception. But how much do you, now that the regular season title's clinched, does that take pressure off of you guys, or does that add pressure?
I honestly don't think there never was pressure. I mean, we've had a target on our back the whole season. We've been nationally ranked for a long time now. It's never been no pressure.
Ryan, with that being said, some coaches might look to maybe, since they've got the conference wrapped up in the regular season and their ticket punched, do you see any changes for the tournament, or is it still we're going full speed ahead, wanting the conference title, tournament title too?
Oh yeah, there's definitely no complacency on our team. I feel like we want to play as many games as we can. So our goal is to beat York and then go to the next game and then hopefully win the conference championship. Take it step by step at the national tournament. But we're definitely not looking past this week, and we look at it as another opportunity to improve.
And of course, the first game is on Thursday night. It'll be at Wilson Fieldhouse. So if you're listening to this, you know people who might be listening to this, or you want to go see a nationally ranked team win their first step to a postseason title, come out Thursday night. Come support this team. First of all, you're going to see some fantastic basketball, but you're also going to see some fantastic young men out there on the court, and I'm not talking about York.
That's for sure.
I don't know them personally, so I mean, but
no, they're definitely a talented team, and we won't take them lightly. But I feel like if we have a packed house and we're playing like we should, I feel like we can get past York and then get on to the next game. But we're definitely not taking them lightly, as there's no easy games in the KCAC.
I'm surprised Casey Weeder hasn't already been hitting the Twitter machine hard to get people out. Usually he's on it pretty quickly. So, but maybe he's given it some time to breathe and hit it hard tomorrow.
I'm sure he'll hit it pretty hard tomorrow and start tweeting about it and start putting up some pretty crazy statistics. He's pretty good at finding out some crazy stuff.
He is, he's the man when it comes to NAIA statistics. And so, Daryl, you talked about places you didn't like to play. Is Wilson Fieldhouse, where would you rank Wilson Fieldhouse in places that you played at?
Number one.
Number one. Atmosphere, everything?
Atmosphere, number one.
Not biased in any sort of way?
Biased in no type of way. Nobody in this conference has a better fan base or student section than we do. Our people come out, and our gym is definitely the loudest in the conference.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Jaquan, do you have is this your favorite place to play?
Yeah, I agree. Before I signed here, my two teammates said it's like they got the best crowd, the best fans. So I just wanted to come in and just get the feeling of it, and I agree.
So nothing about Siebes then? Siebes wasn't a selling point then? It was just Wilson Fieldhouse?
He's pretty cool. He's a cool guy.
Way to come to the rescue there, Daryl. He's cool.
He's pretty cool.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
Sure. No. I love you, Coach Siebes. Yeah. Yes. Someday we'll hug it out. I think it's going to happen. I think it's coming. So York on Saturday, first matchup. It was Thursday, excuse me. Yeah, first matchup with York earlier in the year was kind of close. Second, not so much. What was the difference between those two games, in your opinion?
Playing in Wilson Fieldhouse.
Playing in Wilson?
Definitely.
I don't know if you guys would agree, because you take a look, you both had 4 players in double figures in both games, but it seemed like with York turning the ball over 23 times in that first matchup, that the defense really for Ottawa was the difference in that one.
Oh yeah, we're real big on defense. Sometimes we don't come out like we're supposed to in games, but we always pick it up second half. That's for sure.
Would you say it's fair that you guys are a second half team, and when you go out, see what they throw at you, make the adjustments, and come out and take advantage?
I mean, we've been kind of inconsistent. Some games we'll come out and be on fire to start the games, then some games we come out and we'll start out down the game 0-10, and then that's kind of a wake-up call that we need to wake up and start playing our style of basketball.
Jaquan, what would you say the style of basketball that you guys play? How would you characterize it?
Just mainly run the floor, move the ball, make shots, and play defense and communicate.
Would you call yourself a LA Showtime type team?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we saving that for the tournament. We saving it
Oh,
for Thursday. Thursday, you never know.
We're going to take our second break right here. When we come back, we're going to find out more on how York's going to get it on Thursday, according to Daryl, and we're going to see what it would take for this team to maybe be considered in the Showtime LA type of style. With all that coming up here on the Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show. You're listening to us live from Pizza Time. We're here till the top of the hour on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com.
Pizza Time at 208 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa is very proud to be a locally owned and operated part of the community. From supporting our schools and charities to backing our sports teams, Pizza Time has been serving the area in more than just pizza since 1985. Dine in, carry out, or free delivery. Remember, Pizza Time is here to continue to serve up the area's favorite pizza. Look us up and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or just call us at 242-TIME. You know what time it is? It's always Pizza Time.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-610-9060 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-610-9060. 800-610-9060. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-610-9060.
We're back here at Pizza Time, live till the top of the hour. Come on down and grab yourself some pizza. Kate is working hard as always. And hey, Kate, how you doing? And we catch up on some college basketball. Some looks like some replay of an NFL game between Philadelphia and Washington, which must not be all that exciting, but it's still football. Come on down. I mean, it's Washington and Philadelphia. How exciting can you get? Not exciting at all. Plus, you have 3 members of the Ottawa University Braves basketball team, the 6th rank Braves basketball team. Jaquan Daniels, Daryl Bowie, Ryan Haskins here in the house. So as we get ready for the first round game against York, and Michael Tolbert for York, leading scorer, plus 3 others on top of that who are averaging in double figures. It's in some ways it's amazing that they squeak in at the 8th seed. From what you've been able to see, you guys have played them out on the floor. What's the difference? Why is York in the middle of the pack at around 500? Why would you think, Jaquan? Oh, and he passes the microphone to Daryl.
I think team camaraderie. I think we more of a team. Yeah, we might argue with each other, but at the end of the day, we know we got to get the job done. I think I heard them arguing with each other on the court, and they couldn't really get past it, obviously. But I think us together as a team, we move the ball more. We share the ball more. Like, we got people that can go score, but they know when to and when not to. And
yeah, I would say that's kind of a good analysis there. One of the things when prepping, 19 in the nation, number 1 in the KCAC in assist to turnover ratio. You guys are sharing the ball like crazy. You're averaging 18 per game. You're number 9 in the nation with that, number 1 in the KCAC. So it seems like, especially the success, which has been a whole lot this year, the assists, sharing the ball has been huge for this team.
Yes, definitely. Coach always say we have had 8 leading scorers this year, in averaging points. So, I mean, we got people that can score. It's just about getting everybody the ball, and the ball gonna make it to the right person to score at the end of the play. So.
Ryan, how about you? You've seen York. You've kind of seen how what they play. What's going to be the most difficult thing on Thursday night against York?
I think just coming out and not taking them lightly. I think if we do our job, I think we'll come out victorious. But I think we definitely can't overlook these guys because they are definitely one of the most talented teams. But at the same time, they got to travel 5 hours to us and get off a bus and play. So we can't give them any reason to believe that they can win.
Well, and the offense for Ottawa has really been on fire all season long, to say the least. Averaging just over 88 points a game. That's good for number 8 in the nation and number 1 in the KCAC. So obviously the offensive firepower is there, but once you get into this part of the season, the defense is going to be key. And so I got to ask you, Jaquan, because one of the ongoing themes each week with Coach Siebes is he's going to stick you on the top player on the other team because of your defensive instincts. So who is it with York that you want to match up with on Thursday?
To be honest, it really doesn't matter to me. Either way it goes, I'm gonna play hard, play good defense, and make sure I hold them under their average.
What's the key to good defense in your eyes?
I say there's a lot of energy. You gotta communicate first, and just ball pressure and make sure you beat them to the spot.
Do you have some sort of Jedi mind trick you like to use against a player that force them into a turnover, bad pass? In general, just wetting his pants there on the floor in front of everybody?
Like Coach said, getting his chili.
Getting his chili. And Daryl, for you, if you don't end up in the running for KCAC Player of the Year, I would say that there must be Russian judges involved.
Yeah.
What's it like knowing that you're just there on the bench waiting to come out there as you're not really a secret weapon anymore, but you are a weapon that can change the game in a heartbeat.
Yes, sir. I just play my role on the team, and I know it at this point. When my team need me to go score, that's my job. I go score. When it's my time to drive and kick, I drive it. I don't mind sharing the ball. I've had games where I had 10 or less points. I've had 4 points in a game this season. Try to get my team the ball. My time will come.
Hey, and I got to say that because there was a short period with a little bit of a slump for you there. Obviously frustrated with because of just not able to perform the way you want to. How did you work yourself out of that?
My teammates helped me, and my coaches helped me too. They kept telling me like, we gonna need you. Like, it's a point in time where we gonna need you. So, I mean, it was frustrating not making the shots that I usually make, but I'm in the gym 24/7. I know those shots gonna fall for me. I mean, it happens.
And then Dr. Ryan Haskins over here, because he's been at OU long enough to have a doctorate. Michael Douglas, you're welcome for that one. Thank you. Do you find yourself being someone who is able to communicate with your teammates, especially when they're going through a hard time out on the court? Do you find yourself being able to kind of pull them aside and build them up a little bit?
Yeah, I always try to put confidence in my teammates and tell them that they're the best players that they could be, and then mainly just building them up, hyping them up all the time, whatever we got to do to help the team win.
And
Ryan does do an amazing job at hyping players up to get going. He does this thing where he holds one finger up and his face kind of curls up. And he's like, come on!
In the same high pitch?
Yeah. Definitely when it's loud in the gym. Come on, man. Daryl, come on.
Come on! Yeah.
That's my boy though.
We're learning the secrets here tonight. We've waited all year for this one.
You can, if anybody at the game Thursday, they'll probably see it. Well, they probably won't see it Thursday, but yeah, you can see it out around.
He won't do it during the game then?
No, not this Thursday. We plan on coming out firing from the jump.
From the jump, just
there won't be no need for it to come on.
Is everybody else as fired up for this game as you guys are on the team? You hope
they better be.
Is there a meeting now tomorrow with the team to find out?
I believe everybody ready, man. They know what's on the line.
It's tournament time. It's time to get in our bag a little bit more, dig a little deeper, get a few extra buckets, do team things like Coach Sieb says, but we got to come out and play hard. But yeah, I expect to see a few different moves from people to change things up, get in the bag a little bit.
Okay, you can't leave me hanging.
What kind of moves?
Yeah, what do we got here? I mean,
if I get a breakaway and it is nobody by me, I am getting on the rim. That's a promise.
Wow.
That's a promise. You have my word. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing, Ryan?
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say that Daryl's not a man of his word. I believe in him.
I got you.
I believe in him.
I got you.
I'm going to be there on Thursday night for this.
We're going to see the same dunk out of Quan.
No, you're not. If I get a fast break, I might pull out, I might do a 360 back scratcher, something like.
He's going to go all Dominique on everybody? Dominique Wilkins going old school? Yeah, there we go. And Ryan?
I'm a fan of the game. I'm a fan of watching my teammates. I've been watching Dale do the step back all year. It's my time to do the step back.
Well, I can't wait to see this.
Oh, it's going to be a show.
It's going to be a show for sure. It's definitely going to be a show on Thursday.
No, I expect a show. I expect a successful show.
Yes, sir.
Is everybody else on the team as loose as you guys are? Because that's the one thing that has really impressed me all year long is not just besides the camaraderie and the chemistry, but everyone has a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Well, when you're sharing the ball the way we do and everybody touching it, nobody gonna be mad about anybody scoring or anybody having a 20-point night because everybody touching the ball. So,
I think one stat that maybe may play a role in this game is going to be defensive rebounds. You guys are 10 in the nation, number 2 in the KCAC. You guys are able to get the ball off the glass on the defensive side pretty quickly. And with that said, how does that lead into your play? You're able to get down the court quickly.
Able to get the ball out and just being so we have big men that can really bring the ball up. Mason, he's good at bringing the ball up sometimes, making passes, so anybody can get it and go. That's to our advantage.
And it's got to be nice to have big men who are athletic, because I think we've all seen unathletic big men before, and they're all automatically. And there he goes. He absolutely named it. That's fantastic.
That's my guy though.
That's fantastic. We're going to take our final break of the night right here. We're going to finish this one up in style, talk a little bit more about the game with York. And, of course, you'll hear it here Thursday night, starting at about 6:45 with the Fusion Alley Primetime Grill, Auto University Braves pregame show. Casey Weeder will have the call, and I'll probably join him. I think I will be joining him for this one on Thursday night. So if you want to hear really bad analysis, this is the night for it. So join us on Thursday on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO, and KOFO.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Pizza Time at 208 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa is very proud to be a locally owned and operated part of the community. From supporting our schools and charities to backing our sports teams, Pizza Time has been serving the area in more than just pizza since 1985. Dine in, carry out, or free delivery. Remember, Pizza Time is here to continue to serve up the area's favorite pizza. Look us up and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or just call us at 242-TIME. You know what time it is? It's always Pizza Time.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, Protect My Car is announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-610-9060 now. Drivers who are covered by Protect My Car will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free car rental at no additional cost. Call Protect My Car for your free quick quote today. 800-610-9060. 800-610-9060. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-610-9060.
And now another edition of Obvious News from Geico. Obvious News! Experts now say that wearing more clothes in the winter will, in fact, help you be warmer. We asked cold victim Trent Patterson about this, and here's what he said.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. I was a little cold, put on a sweater, then wasn't cold. I was like, what?
Also in Obvious News, Geico makes it easy to save money and easy to reach them, with licensed agents available around the clock. So switching is a really smart decision. That's Obvious News from Geico. Obvious News.
Final segment of the show here as we get ready to end on a strong note, the Pizza Time Hoop Talk show. Here at Pizza Time, we want to say thanks to Pizza Time as they have been awesome as usual all year long, whether it was for football or for basketball, and it's also... Oh, hang on, wait, what was that, Ryan?
Pizza Time is the best pizza in Ottawa, that's for sure.
So there you go. A ringing endorsement. We'll see if we can't get that added to your... Wait, you can't have an endorsement deal. You're a college athlete. I'm sorry.
The season's over shortly, so maybe...
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to catch as many endorsements as possible.
So Pizza Time could be one.
Yeah, if Nike doesn't sign me.
Well, if Nike... Jaquan just shakes his head in silence. The silent assassin over here, Jaquan Daniels. So, York, in your second meeting with them, you ended up walloping them by 18. So you sure you didn't take it out on not having any signal then, or you saved it up for this one?
I mean, that was just I don't even know how to word it. It was, it was just a little showing. We got a little more to bring out this Thursday. Yeah, we got to put some sprinkles on the frosting.
I thought did I just see Daryl do a little Salt Bay type thing there?
I can't even cook.
You can, but the motion's there.
Yeah,
so
I get the gist.
Yeah. So what is it with this game then that you're going to have to look out for with York? Yeah, you talked about not being complacent. Obviously, defense is going to be key. What's something that maybe people wouldn't normally think about?
Defensive rebounding. They real good at rebounding on the offensive end. And I feel like they got a couple of players that can get going and make big time shots. So we got to just lock in.
Yeah, well, and when you've got four that average in double figures, you know the offense can be there, but then you got a man like Jaquan Daniels who is out there defensively. Defensively, will you change up anything differently? Will you show something differently? Because, I mean, it's your third meeting. There's not going to be a whole lot of secrets left.
No, I just feel like we need to just keep it the same and just, stop their mid-range pull-ups and they threes. A couple guys on their team can really shoot it, so we just got to contest really hard and get up in them.
What's the best way to guard a three?
I say play them really, really tight and make them drive.
Daryl, how about you?
I play defense. It's two-hand. You laughing?
No, we know you play defense.
I play defense. Two-hand high closeout.
Two-hand high closeout.
Ball, 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 ball.
Shot.
You like to go old school, youthly.
Yeah, I communicate. I talk on D now.
Okay.
Dead. I talk on D.
The officials have noticed that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
They do.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't want to get excited on that. Here, right?
He didn't have to do that. He did that on purpose.
I'm
trying to get us fined. Can we get fined in the case?
Oh, no.
They're not even listening. The KCAC, I mean, you don't have to worry about that. Well, we've only got about 7.5 minutes left, so, I mean, Ryan, how about you, man? What's the best way to guard a three for you?
I mean, just get up in the chili like Coach tells us. We practice closeouts every day. We do rondo closeouts for the people who can't shoot at all. Curry closeouts for people who can catch and shoot and do all that. And then Kobe closeouts who can do everything, hit the tough shots, fadeaways, mid-range, three, drive it. Those are the toughest people to guard.
Well, I have to say that to me, the difference between this year and last year defensively is huge, because one of the rough spots, and it had been for several seasons, especially was guarding the three. And right now, this team is doing really well. It actually kind of surprised me. You're number 4 in the conference, 16 in the nation. Opponents are only hitting 32% of their three-pointers. And I mean, in some instances that may sound a little high, but in years past, it's been a lot higher than that. So is there anything that's different this year, or is it just the caliber player, the defensive style?
I think it's kind of who we brought in from junior colleges, the transfers. They're kind of defensive-minded first. They come from colleges that focus more on defense, and I think they've brought that kind of defensive edge, and it's kind of carried over to players on our team from last year, where we take pride in getting stops now, and we get kills during the game. Kill is where we get 3 stops in a row, then we go get 3 buckets in a row also. And we take pride in doing that every game now, and last year we kind of didn't do that as often as we would have liked to.
Daryl, you were...
Yeah, I think players this year, we just wanted more. As a team, as a whole, we wanted more. Each player does, so.
Jaquan?
Yeah, I agree with Daryl. We got players that really want to guard and just get stops.
Do you have energy or emotion? I just was asking because I see it every so often, but then you sit here silently, and I mean, I think that's going to be my nickname for you, is the Silent Assassin.
It just depends how the day goes and how I'm feeling.
Very mellow. I like that. I mean, I'm not hating on it. He's not mellow? No.
I am. I really don't like, just express my feelings out there, but, I'm really in my shell sometimes.
No, he's in his feelings.
Yeah, I'm never in my feelings. Maybe shout out to Andre Jackson. Maybe Andre.
So you guys pick up a win on Thursday. That's going to set up a matchup with 2 of your possible favorites in either Kansas Wesleyan or McPherson. Who would you want to face again? Jaquan, you.
I say McPherson. I want to face him like one more time just to blow him out, because they can't really hang with us, and they were just in the moment making good shots. So I just want to play him again just to blow him out and let them understand they were the better team.
I like that.
Daryl?
It's good to be professional, but when they know and we know, and the KCAC know that that first score wasn't really good, and the second score is because they were at home. But they know. They know. That's all I gotta say.
Before that, if there was a man that I could count on to cut a pro wrestling-esque type promo, it is Daryl Bowie right here. Just hand him a mic and let him go. This man will cut a promo in a heartbeat. I love it. Ryan, how about you, man?
I'm gonna have to go with I'd rather play Kansas Wesleyan of the 2. I think our matchups against them are favorable. I think we guard them really well, and for some reason, I mean, I'll play either team, but I mean, if I had to choose.
Well, you got to play either team. I mean,
for sure. To get to the championship, I don't care who. To get to a championship, I'll play whoever. It could be the #1 team in the nation right now, Morningside. To get to the championship, you gotta. To be the best, you gotta beat the best.
Woo!
And we're the best right now, so they gotta beat us.
Wow, he just broke out with a little nature boy right there. Oh man, this may be the best all-time program.
Yeah, I like this one.
This is
Just turn me up with that one. I want to play right now.
Do we need to cut that section out for you to play to the rest of the teammates?
Probably so, yes. Because that will get everybody going. It don't matter who we play. I like that,
Ryan. Ryan's a silent killer himself.
But we got the best team. That's for sure. The records show this year, and we're going to prove it again in the tournament.
Oh, man, guys, that is...
And we don't really have any pressure at this point. I mean, we've won the conference, and we're going to the national tournament, win or lose in the tournament, so we're just going out there and playing our game now and having fun with it.
Well, guys, it's great to have you back on this week. It's been a great show. It's had a good time. I think we might do one more before the national tournament, so we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully we're fortunate enough to for Steve to bail out again and have us come in.
Well, yeah, I mean,
if you invite us instead of Steve, we'll definitely be in.
no, I like that. I know I can count on you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I'm waiting for a Toy Story theme song to play in the background. Guys, thanks for joining us this week. I appreciate it. Ryan Haskins, Daryl Bowie.
Yeah, Mom, I love you.
And Jaquan Daniels.
Thank you.
We will wrap this one up this week. Reminder, Thursday night, 7 o'clock is the tip-off, 6:45, the Fusion Alley Primetime Grill out of University Braves pregame show. Casey Weeder with the call, and I will be with him, alongside him, covering this first round of the KCAC tournament. That's going to wrap it up for this week. Thanks for joining us for the Pizza Time Hoop Talk Show on 1220 at 103.7 FM.
Celebrating 70 years of information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Byron Pitts. 7 Democrats who want to be president are on stage in Charleston, South Carolina before